forward to during the coming week here on RTE television. Next year, though, on Alliance League Sunday, we are headed down by the banks of the Lee, where Cork played host to Mayo this afternoon. Now, this was really new territory for the rival managers, the match proving the first real test for Peadar Healy and for Stephen Rochford. And watching this one for us this afternoon was Ger Canning.
Peadar Healy's first Alliance League selection for Cork includes 8 of the players routed by Kildare in last year's championship. Newcomers Ian Maguire, a highly regarded midfielder, the gifted Nemo Rangers man Luke Connolly, and under-21 full forward Peter Kelleher from Kilmichael all come in to start. Mayo boss Stephen Rochford has listed regular centre-back Donal Vaughan at number 14. It's unlikely he'll play as an orthodox full forward. He makes 2 late changes as well, and cornerback Shane McHale withdraws in place of Colin Boyle, and Aidan O'Shea doesn't start on the 40 as expected. He's replaced by his younger brother Conor O'Shea.
We're looking for. We are trying younger players, and look, if we perform well, the results will follow.
You had a good win last week, of course, in the McGrath Cup final. So are the early stages of this team's development, let's say, looking positive for you?
They are, and I suppose, look, it's about getting the balance right between, you're hoping to get the balance right, you're hoping to get a result, and again, giving younger players exposure and giving them game time here in the National League. This is a big step up from the McGrath Cup, as you know, it's a separate competition. But like, as I said, it's the first round, National League, nobody knows what's before us, and we just hope that we get a big performance today and the result will follow.
Yeah, I started the 1st of December, but look, the time has flown at the same time, and we've been dealing with a couple of lads coming back from injuries, and we've a number of new lads in, so haven't had much time to reflect on the period of time, but we're down here and we're eager to go.
And what's your sense overall of, say, the mentality of the team, the attitude of the team, the hunger of the team ahead of 2016? Yeah,
I'd have to say that between the management and the players, a lot of energy, very energised myself by the feedback from them and the quality and the enthusiasm that they've shown for training. So, you know, we're looking forward to the full league campaign and hopefully into the summer.
Mayo have had a very good record of staying in Division 1, but of course not winning Division 1 in quite some time. So how important would it be for Mayo to win a league possibly this year?
I wouldn't necessarily be putting any importance on it today necessarily, but I think, you know, as you've alluded to, survival and maintaining your Division 1 status is the cornerstone, I think, of a good season, and that's what we're about at this moment in time. It's trying to accumulate, you know, 6-7 points as soon as possible, and if that was to bring us to a later stage in the league, we'd reassess at that point.
So sinna go bheith Stephen Rochford gan out the hook Cora Finna go Craig
Cadigan of buint na sála gonson McLaughlin nish fiechan ceag blúiseach plastic sin pass bra toast to fight sonish you get Jason Dardy be checkmech and a hit score the Mayo set traffic Stewart Stephen Rochford fighting FR British wheel ne Conor O'Shea Keonor the Telegan the stick against to come out get Doherty a yechen and son let's go Cork here in Histonach Kalish
off Charlotte no
agus de sin is ge cuasaí a chorlamú agus ní héana leis sin a bheith déantaige ach ge Kerrigan Hurley agus seo imirt hóiste pasna á móla go críó chuine go duine Hurley tá san cuachta go glóirtaige siúd sin scóir le dámh.
Puinte an chléibhrí an scór nótácha an son a chu rís fáine ó Chorcaí gluisin an chaide ó chuine go duine agus an fearcheart an ácheart an son ag de.
Beidir sa tarna le. Hurley and Darlene, Thomas Clancy. Like a lashtig do chéile Cork agus tá lehansige took a fair score and son lehans and bastion score done Gatesko and son again fair van Sharmui.
Ja, beganin go takule Cork gan so chéad lach bhí sé da had a cúig chuig a slat amach an bóta son anna bhuiína chu.
Driscoll no Brian Driscoll fácan na Yawig. Steach sa chuin and sa Portugal Regan. Chorpúsáid go maithan san aige tóisteach a rééis an agus anna chegaí Doherty shot ar chóil. Well bhí ile anna chéar ar fad agus thug sé in Colm Driscoll inis. Bhaid to get Kerrigan ar deir here ach Boyle I léimteisteach go Crogan son Hanna deis anna scór ar fad ag Kerrigan and son níor hepar ar a bhís na gríomh de siúd.
No, the Chluiseach dun son Cork. Bhí ratha ar yes an sunnacha agus an farsa chun ébre dó colmó driscoil tamán chun cín pas go dtí Hurley agus nuair tháinig sé go dtí Kerrigan ar an darab.
Den 9 uur, weil 8 stocha tuiscéir ná sé ná fi le tasnú trónach a hosnig san sa chléthe críomh déarnach an urig de bhío sa chléthe lechanis seochan Kevin McLaughlin dúirteach an cíine geisiú feitige Conroe sé an cíine cheadigan Dul trasna park báilin is sa Chluiseacht Tuaiste go deasa geisiú buteiste go seachúin raí agus chalais diantar Conroe sé dígan ligin leis Immert Vargan Multóir mar a déirfan son ach scór an iasige Conroe sé.
Sár Immert an son bhí agus ag an réitóir mar a dúirí scail sé leis mar a stocha bhí le yes ar bháda ach anna faointe sunna Conroe sé.
Agus slú mór díomhaid ó bhío an sa a láthir tránón agus tá sé glórach an iseachtá Bruin Sahar and Mark Collins, Chaulesh Donald Vahan, Dirigan Verna Khungu, Gentagmage, Vahan Achta Gold again, and it's one paint times Cork against on Eddie Frahun. Sheer begun. Can Lila Cower Nagui who gone out, because put you got hall in your fads, and the sound of fad to get Farrell Hanimo. Smach Goulding, Kafki Marholo Geshoud. Ní héach Brendan Harrison Menashgiel Kerrigan trastan na park agus Benigson fer churcaí amach in a dréibh agus sé Peter Kelleher ní héach Clancy Reist trauchan Keane Slachgarí Conley Sheeran sa Goulding Gito go leor ama geisiú agus tá sprut aim sé bouta bhain eile le tosa Cork go bhchail gimmer Is cúpla trí goite beidir aige ach scuma an paint Seachún ó dresclinish. Siúr Jahar a bhir na nurig. Héin agus colm a láthir na huairde. Kevin Farrell seachún colm bros a tagarta. Goulding. A bhadón Gould agus tá son buirtisteach an son aige cuma am a bhar fadar a gceann sin misteach a bhchail.
Sin puinte glót an son Goulding agus é fechan chomá sa bhí sé nóir bhí sé nábhíle sa den nóir a fuair sé lecha chluthe. Gluthe canis na hair and the pointy glóte fuair sé an lás.
Bhaoinín agus mar a dúirt cheirich le himre nisige míanair a déanamh gomá agus is fás is a farb sa blatha a bheith muín an nuirsin te fáid a bhaidir sé gandát. Nó sé déanamh gomá agus seachún Keegan a lorach takeíocht a leistigh Simún ar a bheith an takeíocht dán agus tá paint aimte ag ceart go leor ach dhéach sé leistigh isúla rathí.
Ja, nuair a bhíonn tú go mórchan deirg go bblion bíonn tú lorach de cheannarí teachtasteach sa chluthe agus le cúpla nómata nuas is Keegan ag tamáint muoch an cín anna faointe gan bóta son.
Leis pasfacht gan lechúlaí láir buirtisteach an son aige le himil na bróige agus tá an brata áirdach a stig scór an a bhrá a go bhadró rist.
Anna rist ar fad an son a ríist cuma annach léar fadar Chorcaigh an slíthe sé dábhalt a bearnaí a hoscail suas go meas cúlathe bhío. Rud ná ráidir a dhéanamh sa chéad den nómat ach le fithe nómataí nuas.
Sa chúnta agus láir bheith takathe an sa go Corcaigh go takeúla se bhar agus rígan inis a dtíag tríach ar na chúlathe Corcaigh ceann hallan a ríist na seaamh sa bhar na bail ag fear Corcaigh an san Ian Maguire go neafaiseach agus tá Maguire céan inis trá leis chun cín agus roiir go a gúlan sa aige deis lua ar scór aige fear Chumman Baranef anna faint ar fad agus sin scór bhí tastar le bhío beidir chun iad a spraga.
Ja, agus is tólam bhí Peadar Healy ará le locha túsmach churbin leis an gluhanis caiimid an chéad scór aáil sa dara le chun éad a chiméadar an chostéirigh agus anna faint an son anna cheann síoch ar ag Ian Maguire an bóta son.
Nis man le hathréid am
Ja, Corcaigh anna chumpordach ar an gaiid bhríon Andrew O'Sullivan an son ní a bhéon rán ag so chiméad sé sellh ar an gaiid an son bhris Clancy sos na parke chiméad ar sellh a ríist bhagad orgadíigh Hurley agus míán son ar choolaí bhío socha straach sé síos beáin ach puinte das an son isige Corcaigh agus
Tuchan cín cho fad le Collins agus tíantar ausra fad a geisiúd nis Kerrigan agus tá pás ní cosra go luas na cosa geisiúd ag gháilisteach ar chuma tránach an son agus tá sé lascáiltaisteach aige bhfuil painttime sé deach go bhfuil Dorn chuir leis a gceannsnach se feit aige Kelleher fear leistigh má thugann sé an pass Kerrigan atá stig Henley techt amach agus tá kick éidir Brownta ag Mara Stegan the Aslamation Ishkin reached.
Another Rebecca Kerk, bhí deis an sunnig Peter Kelleher an chadaúirt buig níos tapúil an bótas an chimáid sé sele beidir second roada agus dín cúlbára tacht amach bhfuil sé an fearracht nadidir na mórán an sunna bhíon.
Well, aber chaise tacht agus chaise bheith dúnga bháilte. Well, the cad le. Sara go dtíana go Henley. Agus in sin is beidir a spracach agus a sportach an chodéalacha. Chun gníomh, Keegan. Fighting tá inis. Again, Vernúistig a charéist. Luber noch maith get Drakenson so an arf seach takeach an parke. Rud a cúiséag an liúrig bheith có. Seach chun Connolly an ich an get sa chiadla agus tá son on chur leis mar go raibh anile a bhad níos i géire.
Sin scór últach an fád an son an stíl nach again slí bhfuilin sé an chaid. Anna Hooker, Anna Have agus Harris Drastan sin a gunnimh na gaotha cuoinnig agus
Stop a chuir le Collins agus a ríist Mark Collins éanúir a bhíon líráid go bunne sé úsáid stúma as an sellh Maguire leis a techt chun cuoinlíochta mar imimeúir ledó gomá Hurley Sian sagadí Brian O'Driscoll pointe díanach a gas a chiad le agus tá ceann eile lena chais an son aige Stán áil mar dúirt.
Stán áil ceart é seo agus na
to get Pedro Healy now, Glock Shelley Hemidori, they did again. Try to rest and Pelegs on the Flesker Fad Bult, own Cadigan and son. Agus an Boyle weg an son, Gimach an Golan no better. Deulacana Chnaga, Emidor. And the Keegan is all in V Gest.
V Keegan van ich hart an haar oorlog dan verticus, toch een goeie verticus, stachig is Dr. Canetach de Nish. Van 24 an Cadigan nach Johan Boyle wie an le Bully Martian on dislocated, you know, on dislocation no Slinana Brish no Rodid and Torts on the brain.
Well, ta on vertical cratic go mahana yawikshin. The Lewis here like of Cooper over the Cadigan Suez fan bark because this bralish. Skewer de hoed zoals golen golen. Ach, Jamie Hemach Galar the park, yeah. Traston Sugri Grahar Connor talk Colin Boyle lastig the sun. Ach Connor Rush agus Fargo and the other how nach ni goni lady in shin score le dar. Kaurun Selesh did a counter for Stach. So ist couple of good to get showed the possession. Dient the deer and cool how the dash a goni agus I'm shaking as Gavin Regan and son.
Yeah, plenty there, so Evan Regan is still away here again.
Leota Cork the whole thing again in Tarnish as Mayo tacht. Tavine cool hat style fight to get Sweeney. Agus ta Darty Lashtig da Kalisha will enter Sweeney tan paint time she agus Shasigan score. Seeking as a kid in Ishiko.
Yeah, do she so
Macher goed shaken dat Jintje a goedem geslacht voor een zonnigs Corkig in een noon sea. Stachkeri Kerrigan, Barna, Practica Kerrigan, Gafalastic de Vet, when sealed in attack. Kerrigan falls, Cusson Ring Kerrigan, Paul Kerrigan on the score, Erfat.
Yeah, who's so clear, Paul Kerrigan.
Toert van de gele Cork. Die Kerrigan bokke lastig gedaan, Shahamach. A race dat Ficher Shanish. Luke Connolly, Suro Horkik, Tomas Clancy, Rinnica, Stigalarste, Shahin Chansonish, while they have Kalish and son. Bastata, Anna Rashkadian to get Kerrigan, captain and lane of.
Sarclair, Father get Kerrigan, Hafaro, who's the Himmer, Shasson Chamach.
Shachun Hurley, Agus and Leotan, I'm sure, get showed. Fanatalo on the race, Achan Dovkun, the Galler, Henley, Agus, Barnamore, Greenish.
Ja, agus mar dúirt Mihálo Cronín ag Lahama, Brewer an Varsa am líana, bhí dromhlí an Cartiga an Erigach. Ó fianna sin chléthe sa ha tinnar a chrican sos go dtí sa.
Sin héna ceithir stáile me ge Harley sa chléthanáid a cúigi ge Goulding agus speg bhain istíocht na fórna anna hásta go dó at the spáta sin na bherta sin. Éad nó sé, tróna go bra go fóil. Sin caú go mór le caiidán na himmartha. Drumchla bra Larsley, fight our national Dean at Lorug Tussy náúr at Gilorchan, Críoch chur leis an gluaiseacht. Sé Hurley atá séileh na caiidenis agus Barna pointach éisiú an na hamáige Henley. Live a bháin ige Henley san nach Pelóra.
Sarah to reach to Cork Beder grab Desha Point Hogan Nis Loach. Whether go and ball Vin Desha agus in Cartige toward face doch Sarva Dorish Henley agus near Evan Counts and Corashis Ishel galore.
Don Mog hadn't sich lusach chin Choma galore Dina Gavistach Gesna Fine story in ish. Geen shoot die is goed in mijn nummer maar we zouden met orde. Trust non put and trust son agus which you glant against
Thomas Clancy is toch Ian Maguire, Paul Kerrigan, Sarkle Hemmerige shoot Choma agus Istig Kafara Goulding Harnashamar Vasa agus Brian Hurley.
Onderdelen Mark Collins Ellen Boutsa o Chomen Ironovain Rossa en Trossa Takashtar Kieran Histon Mehe agus Galore Tahi Knusa Ege Histon Tranhon and Sa Shinskor on the Vrag Conor O'Shea Tarna County get shoots at Tarnala ach Bullybug Dianach gan out.
Ja, ach dianta Chris Quaga Conor O'Shea Chief Winter Factige Nova Stoch agus Anna Brewer a Pointy Hall so Anna Shedun to so Neil Mar Darfa gestoch is Cora Darfa
Count Gaffige, Ed O'Shea and Son of Mugset, Sawalesh, Chun Keeny Grihar, Clehanach Lesh, Ben the Bach Shudro, where Narhanigan pass as well, Andrew O'Sullivan, Ta and Hart to be, near Cost of Edgoni Book, Nisa Huri and Son. Count Gaffige, Ed O'Shea and Son of Mugset, Sawalesh, Chun Keeny Grihar, Clehanach Lesh, Ben the Bach Shudro, where Narhanigan pass as well, Andrew O'Sullivan. Ta and Hart to be, near Cost of Edgoni Book, Nisa Huri and Son. She Brian O'Driscoll in fair. Will Mara Stegen in Giro or the Hordach Bedeganoch. Andrew O'Sullivan, Biel Choma, as all the Hookshe, Sunken on the Ed O'Shea, the Hamoin Son O'Shea Stach, Survey Toward, Ish Carter Dufach to get Brian O'Driscoll, Agus Besha Samuel. Tasher Hart to be Mara Derrim. Agus in sorts. Well, Bata Agus Boher, Glackham Nesh. Tushker Vruche Ed O'Shea, agus Mincha shoot hang of Irish Ray Tordenson. That is rival ahead.
Well, Vruche and Ray Torres, doch ach nie in Ched and Noe, agus Hashin Kruigas doch.
Good. Illigier and Cool and Paul Tugas in the road. I she mach better Harsh at the Evlinen, more stopping Dunlog Hadnathy.
From the numerical disadvantage. Ken O'Halloran in no man's land and really getting caught and caught badly. Tom Parsons had a chance of putting it in the back of that Cork net. He puts it over the bar instead, and it would have served Cork right because really their goalkeeper on that occasion was getting caught, and he knows it. It's a 9-point victory for Cork against Mayo in the opening Alliance League match at Porkyreen this afternoon. They were much the better team all the way through. Final score at Porkyreen, it's Cork 118, Mayo 12 points.
We asked them for a performance, and I think we got it there from the players today. No, don't get me wrong, towards the end of the game there, there's plenty to work on. As you saw there in the end, we finished up with 13 men. That's not good enough. But look, plenty to learn going forward.
8 points down at half time, even though for the first half of the first half we were level at 2 points apiece, but Cork really kicked on, and the opportunities that we created maybe in front of goal we didn't execute to the level that was required.
Yeah, Cork breezing into the 2016 campaign with a comfortable victory over the Connacht champions in that. The thing about it was, Colin O'Rourke, Cork were really on the pipe from the get-go in that match. They racked over early points, got up a comfortable lead, and Mayo really had no way back after that.
Yeah, they kicked some fantastic scores. I think they got 12 points in the first half, and they were completely, Mayo were very listless, leaderless and everything else. Paul Kerrigan puts in a lovely ball into Brian Hurley inside here, being pushed out the field by Ger Cafferty, just turns around and puts it over the bar. Conditions, you can see again, there's a big relationship between the standard of the surface in games and the amount of scores. Porkyreen was in good condition. Tomas Clancy comes up, kicks a massive point there. I'd say a lot of the forwards were saying to him, don't do it, when he was lining up to shoot. Brian O'Driscoll with a great kick pass inside again, and it ends up here with a great point for Daniel Goulding, who did more than anyone, I suppose, to win an All-Ireland for Cork in 2010 and has had his ups and downs since that. But Cork's use of the foot pass was superb today. but Mayo were just dreadful altogether.
Yeah. Now, this evening, Desi, there has been a lot of comment on social media, for those who've been watching that, about a collision that happened during the match in which Mayo's Lee Keegan got a very heavy blow. Didn't go off for a while in the game, did eventually go off. What do you make of all of this?
Yeah, it was a big tackle. Lee Keegan and Owen Cadigan, and both of these players will be fairly ripped now, as they say. Pound for pound, they're fairly strong, lean guys, but they hit each other extremely hard there. And you can see Sean Moffat's coming over, and Lee Keegan, you can clearly see him saying, I'm fine. And he even says to the referee there, I'm fine. And I think Sean got maybe distracted with that. And this is later on where he has to go off, and it's not nice. You don't want to see anyone, but Sean Moffat has a great record before. I think down Limerick in the semi-final of the All-Ireland against Kerry, he had Aidan O'Shea and he had Cillian O'Connor off as well. But he was very sore there, and sorry, Lee Keegan, after the game, and I'm sure he'll have a tough week, like, you know. But it was a big hit. It was a big injury.
Oh, it was. It was a fine bang. In fairness, column to the Mayo County Board, they have issued a statement this evening in which they say that the Mayo medical team accept that Lee Keegan should have been withdrawn as a precaution a number of minutes earlier when the collision occurred. So I suppose it's a judgment call. It's hard to know sometimes what to do.
I think Mayo did the right thing. I suppose Lee Keegan, you might as well be hit by a dump truck as Owen Cadigan coming at speed. And Sean Moffat has shown his commitment to player welfare in the past. Like, he kept Cillian O'Connor and Aidan O'Shea on the line in Limerick, and all the Mayo crowd baying to put them back on, and James Horan. It could have cost him an All-Ireland, so I wouldn't question Sean Moffat's commitment to player welfare.
Ah, sure. And our good wishes to Lee this evening. Well, now, the new management team in Roscommon this year includes our former colleague here on our Gaelic Games panels, Kevin McStay. But the Rossies knew very well that they would